Hi everyone, today's tutorial is going to be how to make this Christmas themed scrunchie. You're going to need a 5mm crochet hook, a darning needle, a scissor. You can use thick or thin hairbands, but I would suggest using thicker hairbands. We're also going to be using 2 different colors of yarn. This green yarn is a medium weight number 4 yarn. This red one is in the color Hot Red. You're going to put your hook through the elastic and pull the yarn, and you're just going to make single crochets all around the band. It doesn't really matter how many single crochets you make, and as long as it covers the elastic, it doesn't really matter. So in this case, obviously the elastic is covered, and then we're going to sew this in as the last thing. We're just going to do that at the end. So once you reach your first single crochet, which for me I think it's this one right here, so we're just gonna go right in and we're gonna do a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 2. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to in the same stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. That's 1, and that's 2. So altogether, because we chained 2, it's 3. The chain 2 acts as a double crochet. In each single crochet that we have here, we're going to do 3 double crochets. Right, that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Okay, so we're just going to go all around and repeat this until you get to the very end. I worked on this off camera, and since we're close to the end, I'm going to show you guys what to do when you reach that last stitch. So this stitch right here, we're going to do 3 more double crochets into that one. And 3. Okay, so you're going to do a slip stitch into the second chain. So that's the first chain. I don't know if you can see, that's the first chain, and this is the second one. We're going to pull out our red thread. We're just going to drop this thread that we're working on. And wrap this red thread around like this. Pull it through, tighten it, tighten with the green thread here, and then we're going to chain 1. So I'm going to just go around every single stitch, and I'm going to do a single crochet into each one. Right here, and we're going to do a single crochet. And in the meantime, if you want, you can cut this green thread so that doesn't get in your way. And actually, I'll do it right now. The way this works is you really want to tighten this thread and this one, these two, and then you're going to want to cut the green thread with the 2 loose threads that you now have. You're going to tie them together, and that'll secure your work so that it doesn't unravel. And then towards the end, obviously when you're done, you can sew them in. Okay, we're continuing with the single crochets. So we're almost done here. Okay, so that was our last stitch. So now we're just going to go back to the beginning. We're just going to do a slip stitch, and that's it. Then I'm just going to cut the thread and pull it out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use a darning needle, and we're just going to sew in the end. Stick the needle one way, and then I go the opposite way. And then one more time back again in the same direction that we had started with. So now that that is done, we're going to cut it, and then we're going to go back and do the same thing that we did with all of these.